Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, How Great People, Giants, Can Misunderstand the Geulah process, the redemption process. Goes back, this history of misunderstanding Geulah goes back to Moshe-Rabbeinu even, where the process began. God called out to Moshe by the burning bush and said, let's go. And Moshe didn't readily accept it, but eventually he did, and that was it. And the process began. He went to the king, and the redemption was on its way. But something fascinating happened. Moshe went to Paro, the end of Sefer, at the end of Parshat Shmot, and said, that's it. Time to go out. You have to let the Jews out. Paro, not only did he not let him out, he made them work harder, and the people complained bitterly to Moshe. And Moshe said to God, Lama Hariota, why do you go ahead and do this? Why do you make things worse? Since I started, things are it's a downslide for them. Things have gone horrible. Now the big question is on Moshe Rabbeinu, how does he ask that? God told him from the very beginning, Va'ani akshe et lev paro, I'm going to harden his heart. So he knew it was not going to be easy. So the commentators, Ramban, Ibn Ezra, everyone deals with this question. It's a blatant question. Understand the simple Jew. Moshe comes, and then work gets harder. They're going to be frustrated, upset. But why is Moshe sad? Of course, he should be sad for the Jewish people. But why confused? Some want to say, it's true that God said, Akshed lev paro, I'll harden his heart. I'm not going to let the Jews out right away. But here it's got worse. He didn't just keep it as is. Let's say from a 0 to 10, from the suffering is worst would be a 0, and total redemption is a 10. So let's say they wanted level 2 or 3. Moshe thought, okay, it would stay at 3 until they move up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It won't be immediate. He didn't think it's going to go backwards. And it went backwards, and it got worse. And God said, listen, this is the redemption process. So Moshe, the greatest of all people, the greatest Navi, involved in the redemption process, he was the redeemer, God's right-hand man, so to speak, and he didn't fully understand. And God had to explain, oh, yeah. Taking a step back, that's all part of the redemption process. What a lesson for us. What a lesson for us. Sometimes we go ahead, we have people who realize that this is the Geulah process that we're in. The Jewish sovereignty, the gathering of the exiles, fertility of the land. We see it. I see 48 was a leap forward, 67 tripled our size. And then sometimes us think that, oh, wow, Sinai, giving back Sinai, late 78, 79, 81, 82, that was a step out of the redemption process. It's a question on the redemption process. 2005 disengagement, that's a problem. There's a question. Can't be the redemption process. Who says? Who says redemption process always goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 10? Who says? On the contrary, we see we move a few steps forward and a step or two back. Moshe had to learn it through experiencing it, but now we should look back and be able to see that this redemption process is not challenged when we go ahead and have setbacks. It's all part of the process. Mitzvah Hashem, we should all have clarity in this area and not be thrown off by curveballs, which is all part of God's master plan. Shalom.